Good evening, everybody. My name is Alicia Anspaugh, and this is the Psychic Roundtable. And it's been a little bit since I started hosting here, um, but the actual Alicia should be by momentarily. To join me tonight, I'll go in the order of appearance. We're possibly going to have a few more people arriving as well. The internet has not exactly been my friend tonight. So, anyway, speaking of not my friend tonight, Earl, how you been?
Good evening, everyone, and doing well.
All right. And my favorite person to harangue about punctuality, Angel Lynn, what you doing?
What was that comment?
I said my favorite person to harangue about punctuality.
I was worried. You shouldn't have to worry. Dennis, that was like years ago, and I was very sick. The joke's getting old. I have been on time. That's what I need.
All right, we're not going to worry about that right now because I still have to blame on somebody else. You know him. Y'all love him. I don't think I've ever actually talked to him more than some snarky comments that I left in the chats.
There should be a lighter.
And he goes by the name of Wade. Hi, Wade.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
So, we're live. We are currently live, and we.
Yeah, am I okay?
Well, I mean, you look like you're sitting behind the wheel of a car.
I'm actually in my recliner.
Oh, that's yes. You're fine. To be fair,
Can you hear me okay though?
I can hear you all right. You might want to tilt your camera down just a little bit.
Let's see. That way?
Yes. That's
okay.
Perfect. That is perfect.
Because I've been using my laptop, and so I'm getting used to it.
Oh yeah, no, it's something. Basically, you was cutting off the neck.
I thought so. That's why I asked. That's funny.
You're already close enough to the ground. We don't need to let everybody else know just how tiny you actually are.
I have a bear on my shirt.
I have Thanos on mine. So.
Oh, you got pandas? That's funny.
No,
it's still a bear, right? Or no? Are they considered a bear, right?
Pandas are a bear, yes, but they're the only fully vegetarian bear, as far as I know.
Yeah, probably.
And stuff like that. So, internet fuckery aside tonight, I guess tonight is all about self-care and spiritual protection. And hey, we actually have somebody's actually watching right now. Interesting how we have a viewer as soon as I say internet fuckery.
No.
So, and so, yeah, if you want to join the conversation, just go ahead and leave a comment. You can also like and subscribe, and you'll know when we are on in the future.
Now, how do I see, like, the comments and stuff? Because
generally,
like other people.
Angel, just go over to the right.
Yep.
The private chat, comments, and recording. Just click on comments.
Okay, so I'll know because I don't see anybody. How did you know somebody?
I know we're not seeing anybody right now, but
okay.
Once people start commenting, then
that's where I'll see
that. So.
Okay.
Oh,
thank you.
Huh. I always wondered.
Yep. And
sorry, I'm also.
Yeah, Melissa.
Carry the conversation.
Melissa wanted to be here with us tonight, but she is laid up in the hospital recovering from gallbladder surgery.
Oh no!
I've been there, and I ended up waking up 2 days later in the ICU in Iowa City.
Why? What went wrong? I went home the same day.
I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that I had to be intubated 3 times, and after the surgery went fine. But when they tried removing the tube, it wouldn't come out. And then when it did, my throat closed up and my vitals started going down, and they had to then another tube, and we just like breathe.
I wonder if you had some kind of reaction. That's I know because I had my thyroid out, and your skin grows to those tubes overnight.
Mhm.
Like they grow right away. So that's probably what happened there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, because they went to pull mine out the next morning, and when I said "ouch," the doctor goes, "You can't feel that. You could feel the skin being tugged on it." I
Mhm.
wouldn't have said "ouch" for no reason. So you have that, but that gallbladder surgery. Like I went home that afternoon.
Mhm. Yeah, they
Her doctor was
and
saying that she could go home today right after surgery. And I took one look at her on because I've been on video with her. I took
She
one
didn't
look
look
at her.
good.
No, you're not going anywhere.
Right, right. No, I agree with that.
so after they put the tube back in me, they medically paralyzed me.
Oh, damn.
Which so much could have gone wrong, and I'm so glad that everything went right, because that
Yeah.
was like a 4-hour ambulance drive. I mean, so they
Oh
tell
yeah,
me, because
yeah.
I was
Oh my god.
I was out of it.
Well, I think.
But see,
Well,
I mean, why medically paralyze somebody when you can just use a paralysis demon or something?
Hmm.
what
See,
we're
talking about
yeah,
self-care, like
she wound up. She went to Mickey D's to get a chicken sandwich. Well, they didn't. Basically, they screwed it up. They wound up giving her a hot, spicy chicken sandwich, and that
but
set off. That set
no,
everything.
yeah. But she ate it so she can eat hot stuff or no? Oh.
Yeah, that's what set it off. So yeah,
Mine was during all that time I was in and out of the hospital, and it was just like, well, we'll take that out to see if that's the problem.
Mine was drinking chocolate milk.
Yeah. Well, they get crystals on them. It's like a kidney stone, which
Mhm.
those I've had, and they
Yeah.
are like hell.
I love chocolate milk.
But
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that goes back to what the title is tonight: the self-help, like the self-care, knowing knowing your own body and how to take care of it. Drinking
Mhm.
more water, cranberry juice for your kidneys, eating healthier, all kinds of things.
And whatever you do not Google your symptoms. Oh my god,
No,
it spit out just the most horrific things. I was freaking out because my urine was copper colored, and I'm like, what is going on with me?
yeah, they can scare you. And
Mhm.
almost every symptom belongs to every drug thing. Like,
Mhm.
you can't figure it out anyways.
I was going to hide this and maybe stealthily.
Well, good evening, the other half.
Yeah, the prettier half of the equation.
Actually, Debs, you're going to have to carry it for a minute. Sorry.
We're good.
Abuela and Bear Wub have decided to contract yet another stomach issue, so I've got to send Dennis out for supplies. Come on, hon.
All right. Okay.
See, stomach issues is actually like your stomach is so important to your health, your gut issues.
I know.
They say it starts with that.
Yep.
And then when you have autoimmune stuff that goes on with it. But I know very intuitive people seem to have the more health problems or symptoms and things going on. It's not just the empathic part. It is literally our lives. Like I don't know why, but we have more issues with certain things. I was a very healthy child. It was when I got older, like way older, but still.
I mean, not like you are now.
I'm old, Dennis.
Well, you don't have to lie to make friends. Anyway,
I don't act it, but
yeah, all right. Angel Lynn, you have the con. I'll go ahead and do this.
I have what, babe?
You have the con, Angel Lynn?
I do.
I just put you in the number one spot there.
Oh. Well, okay, so we're going with self-help, right? And the importance of it, but also, oh gosh, I read Alicia's article that she wrote, and it was really good. It just talked about, let me pull it up on my phone. It just talked about so much to like where it starts, and your self-esteem and your emotional state, and Earl, your emotional state's been great. You're happy, you got someone in your life that you actually get along with, and everything is good. It's kind of the same thing with like your cleanliness, your appearance, just all kinds of things. Now, life gets in the way, and it can very easily get messed up again. It's like I clean one room, by the time I get back to it, I have 10 other projects still going on. So knowing when to reel yourself in and only, take on the projects you can actually do is very important.
Mm-hmm.
I know for me, I'll start on one room and I have 10 projects going on in all the rooms. I will get them done, but I'm flying through, and by the time the night's over, it's midnight and I'm like exhausted, which is not good yet, either. How do you guys handle that kind of stuff?
Well,
I try to practice not avoidance, but I try to not get myself into positions where I might be extremely stressed out for long periods of time in the first place.
Super important.
Because what's that saying? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Yeah.
Actually, that's my motto too, Wade. I just want to know how you stay out of stressful situations, because no matter what, they do seem to find me.
Saying no.
Oh, I just walk away. I try not to even engage it, except for my brother, because he just pushes my buttons.
Did you have to learn that like throughout life? Did it take like so many years, or you had to be stepped on so many times before you? Because if people could understand to stop it before it starts,
Oh
my gosh, it would be so much easier. The less stress, the better on everyone. It doesn't help the world falling apart,
I've always been that way. When I was in high school, I was with my step aunt and my stepmother, and we'd gotten in T-boned on a major highway in Des Moines, and I was the only one in the car that was calm. My step aunt was panicking and freaking out. I mean, so much so that she was actually screaming at me.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
I mean angrily screaming at me.
Yep, I usually have to walk away from situations so that it doesn't affect my yeah, because basically if it gets to a point where it starts getting under my skin and provoking a response, it's time for me to just say, nope, I'm done. See ya.
I do that a lot too, but stressful situations still seem to find me. Although I will tell you, I do know a few people that people constantly test their boundaries. People start stuff with the two girls I know that they would never dream of starting with me, and I'm like, seriously. But you've always got button pushers in the crowd. Hold on, Melissa-X1H2Q. Hi from Melissa in New Zealand. Hi, Melissa. And then Melissa, I not handle stress moments very well. I completely get you. You can ask it, and I have almost a complete
How old is Melissa? Wonder if she doesn't mind telling us.
Yeah, actually, Melissa, how old are
Age
you?
will have a lot to do with it.
Well, no, actually, the amount of stress you have. Once you pile more on, then
right. But I mean, saying no, or not just saying no, but in a polite way, and trying to, you don't have to keep everybody happy. Like they say, you cannot make everyone in the audience happy. You just can't.
You're not a shiny gold coin to be loved by everyone.
Right. You can't rub
Well,
us when a genie
No.
comes out.
an
But
old
so
coworker.
I do try to, I do tend to try to fix situations.
Yeah,
Uh,
I can see that. I
because
smoke.
I've been called a problem solver,
Mm.
Melissa,
but
I'm
that's not
55,
always the case.
turn 55 February 20th. Happy birthday, belated.
Happy
guys.
birthday.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
And
those are the ages I think that I welcomed, because it seemed like each decade for me just kind of got better and better. Now, I was a restaurant manager for 35 years. So I had to learn, and born and raised in California. So the laws out there are so strict that you have to be careful what you say, how you say it. You got to walk on eggshells or you get sued.
that's
So
that's
I
that's
had to learn in my 20s that even though you want to cuss somebody out, you can't. And I don't know, but I have a good way of putting somebody in their place now without saying a cuss word. And anybody that knows me, I do kind of cuss a lot. I have my moments.
yeah. No, I get that.
Let's see, I do
And
have
honestly,
my Melissa on the phone on video chat with me while she's
Oh,
recovering,
neat.
uh, dozing off and on, but she is listening in. So
awesome. Now, and walking away from stress is one thing, but self-care as spiritual protection is something completely different. It's more about your daily routines and rituals that you use to make yourself feel good, and any tips you might give the audience. And then I also wanted to talk a little bit about why in society we always seem to see we've sort of conflated vanity with taking care of ourselves, which has led
I
to
think
a
in
real
some
decline.
cases, yeah, yeah.
It's led to a decline. But the thing is, you look how you feel. And when you look
Oh,
a little bit,
absolutely.
you feel better. Taking care of yourself and looking good has nothing to do with attention. I mean, yeah, sure, there are people who just want attention, but it's more about you and how you feel. So, I wanted to talk to you guys and say, hey, how do you work in your routines? What do you use? Crystals, oils, color? What do you do?
right here.
Something a little more basic than that, Earl.
Oh,
Not just that.
hold it.
I'm talking about even brushing and combing your hair with intention. Stuff that won't break the bank. Stuff you don't have to go out and get.
Right.
Doing things just as basic maintenance for yourself.
I like
Even
to go in the yard and do gardening. It just feels like spring. I'm hoping we're done because
no, we've got more winter weather coming tomorrow.
no, that's fake.
But even I know for my dad, when he was going through really hard times, what he would do if he was having a bad day, he'd go, no matter what he was doing, he would put on a clean pressed white dress shirt, dress slacks, have a cigarette, have his coffee. And even if he took it right off afterward, that helped reset him, you know?
So he had a ritual, kind of.
Yeah, when things were
It
going
was
rough,
something that made him comfortable, if
brought
that
him
makes
back to
sense.
center.
Yeah, I grab a Diet Pop. So,
Okay.
and I lay back down with my dogs. And then I don't want to get out of bed, but I do anyways, obviously. Because moving is a key.
Yeah, movement. For some, movement is key. Another one, combing out hair. Sometimes it is actual energy cleansing in some traditions. But getting a haircut.
Or taking a shower, look at all that water that's going on you. It helps clean. That's why you feel not only your body's cleaner, but I feel spiritually clean when I take a shower. It's like, man, that feels so good.
There are certain body washes and stuff I use when I know I've walked through something heavy.
Certain
What about
scents.
you guys? What do you guys use?
Wait,
For me, it's tea tree, mint, and rosemary.
Okay. Wade?
Napping is healing, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
is hex, and
Yeah.
so
I
is
think
hexing.
men
But you
nap
did
more than
not hear
women,
that from
though.
me.
I
No.
think men tend to nap more than women. I'm just talking in general, so please nobody take this personal. It's a shoe fits, you can, but for me, when I don't take naps, and they're very rare, I could probably count them on my hand, and maybe one foot. And I'm 67, so like all those years, because I will lay there and think, oh, I should be doing the laundry, or then my phone starts blowing up and people need readings, and I'm like, and then I feel guilty. I need to get back to them, but I'm learning. I'm still learning to set those boundaries. But yeah, I wish I could nap like guys do, because they can nap anywhere.
Oh yeah, I I always have to as soon as I get done doing my transports in the morning, I come back home and I take a nap.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Right. There are situations
Plus,
where
I'm
you
a
can't.
Pisces, and we're pretty much prone to naps anyway.
Mhm.
And I'm a Gemini, so we don't. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
yeah,
we're bounced all over the place.
My brother's a gem, and he works himself to death.
Yeah,
Not because he has to, he wants to.
right. And that's the difference, because people will tell me, stop, stop, stop. I now know my limits. I know when I go overboard, but it took a lot of years to get there. So people can figure it out in their 20s and 30s. More 30s is probably more feasible. They can start enjoying life better as well. But yeah, I'm the same way. I do have a lot of irons, and but I like it that way. I'm used to it.
Yeah, my brother will literally work until his body makes him stop.
Yeah, I
And
quit doing that.
until he usually gets sick and he has to
Right.
spend a week in
Spirit
bed.
will knock you down if you don't listen.
Whoopsie. Yeah, okay, anyway. Melissa,
Something
I've
else
been
I do is crochet.
Mm,
There we go. Okay.
I like that.
I just
I
made myself
crochet.
a pair of fingerless gloves, and they are so warm.
I've been a single mom for 20 years. My son is 21 now, fourth year of university studying physics. Congratulations, Melissa. It's my
Nice.
time to shine now. I know, right? I've not been to the hair salon for at least 17 years. Well, and that's
Oh my
everything.
goodness.
Yeah, well,
Treat
I
yourself.
can't say much,
Right, me neither, but it's time.
Yeah,
I was a single mom with 4, so I get it.
Melissa, lol, yes, I love my naps too. But no, unfortunately, she and I guess wasn't able to make it on because she would be all up on the nap stuff. She is definitely on the nap train for sure. I don't know how she does it. She just conks out.
That girl goes and goes too, though. Yeah. Our hearts are something. It's like our eyes are bigger than our stomach. Our hearts are bigger than what we should be doing to ourselves as well.
I picked me up in something new.
What was that?
Over the weekend.
What? Pretty.
Is it smoky quartz or amethyst? I can't tell.
Smoky quartz.
Oh, it is smoky quartz. Okay, I thought so.
All right, go get your flashlight from your phone and shine it through the crystal.
Oh, that's better.
And yes, of course, crystals and rock collecting are self-care. You do it right.
Jasper, no. Bring it down. Oh, there we go. Can you put the flashlight in a different position, maybe? Or hold it like this and see if that helps.
Okay, Earl, what you're going to do is you're going to put that flashlight right up to the bottom. Now, right up to the bottom of the stone and let the light shine through it. Hold it up. There we go. Now, that almost looks like highlight.
It's pretty.
Very nice. Okay,
Yeah,
so we see
nice
you performing your self-care through crystals.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I was. I restrained myself and just got the one.
I know, right?
So on the other hand,
well, hey.
Yeah.
Where'd you buy it?
She wound up walking out with a lot more than I did.
Hey, you know, with the job she's got, I don't blame her at all. Let's see. Melissa? Are you doing any readings today? Yes.
We typically don't do full readings, though. She can ask a
just-
question. Yeah.
Just one question. Melissa,
Yeah.
that's right. Awesome.
Yeah, in her defense, I did leave her unsupervised for a short period of time.
Like you have control of that, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dennis has given up completely, so we're good.
Right.
Okay. Okay, Melissa. What kind of rating are you looking for?
Question.
We usually only do like a 1 or 2 card pull.
But yeah, if she needs something answered, maybe, and we can help, we will try.
But in the meantime,
Anyway, I was gonna say now, quick question for y'all. Throw this out of the board. Why do you think self-care has been conflated to be seen as bad? Because I mean, some people take it to an extreme. Okay, some people take it to a very unhealthy extreme, not taking care of themselves, even not bathing, things like that, and viewing it more as martyrdom, viewing it as a good thing. Why do you?
Well, this country has very toxic work culture anyway, so that doesn't really surprise me.
right. Personally, myself, I practically have to take a shower once a day or once every other day. Just with the amount of people I'm around every day,
And your job.
it's a necessity.
Angelin?
Well, I have really, really dry skin, and when I came to Iowa, because out in California, we bathe every single day.
Well, good
So,
God,
oh
of course
yeah,
you
I
bathe
didn't
every
even know it
day.
was a thing that you bathe every other day. So I'm about every other day. But my skin is so dry. My hair is dry. It's been that way my whole life.
I mean, why do you feel the conflation? Why do you feel that people basically just let themselves go? And
The letting go, I think, has a lot to do with, as you were speaking earlier, like, okay, so there's cleansing, but there's also cleanliness, you know, and things will pile up on you because you don't have the means to take care of them. So it can go all the way back to mental, you know. You can get mentally overwhelmed. I mean, I know I sat there with being a single mom with 4 kids and looked at the bills and they just kept piling up. I couldn't do anything. I could find food, but that was, you know, at times. So the more you worry, the harder it's going to be to attain what you need.
Okay.
If you can kind of push it away, that will help a lot, like a lot. I do it all the time. When I start to worry about something, I'm like, it's kind of that old saying. I know everybody's not religion, but give it to God or give it to the universe. It literally helps you.
Melissa, depression? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's easy to get depressed.
Dude, a lot of people are depressed then because dang.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where it becomes unhealthy spiritually, like really spiritually, because you can't let you're blocking all the good coming your way or the good energy in. It's almost like this dark cloud, or like the Snoopy character, or which one, I don't tell you, the one that had the rain over him.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I have a Sagittarius friend who now lives in Tennessee / Kentucky, and she just kept coming to me with all her problems, and she just had this negative outlook on everything. And I really tried getting through to her that by dwelling in this negative headspace, she was really impeding any bit of sunlight from coming in, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
and she just wouldn't have any of it because nothing was convincing her otherwise. And I have heard that the Tennessee is a very tough state to live in because they don't really want to help each other there.
Which is really weird because, I mean, I always consider them like loyalty, family, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's probably changed a lot over the years, and actually the whole world has. But you made a comment. Hold on, let me go back to this. You said not letting in, like constantly being in that state, staying in that state.
Mm-hmm.
It is a struggle. The best movie ever was Practical Magic. In there,
Mm-hmm.
the one girl, her dad died, or her husband died, right? The cricket and all that. If you've seen the movie, I've watched it probably 20 times, but it's a really good, uplifting movie. And she said Nicole Kidman gets in bed with what's her name, Sandra Bullock, and she says, "Get up, put your makeup on, and brush your goddamn teeth because it stinks,"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that little. You wrote that part on your article about, even if you don't wear makeup, sometimes just washing your face,
Whatever you need to do. I mean,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through a really rough period, and I realized, my head was hanging down. I was just always stuck, because I couldn't see any way out of a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tried a trick I used to do. Well, the problem was it was a long time since I'd done the trick, and so I needed supplies. I threw on my nice pretty earrings and my jewelry and everything like that, my pretty leggings, my ankle boots, but I needed a really pretty, whimsical floral sundress. So I ordered one off Amazon, $10, worked it into the budget. I took care of myself like I always do, but then, I put some oil on and stuff like that, and lo and behold, what happened?
It's almost like a magic.
Yep. I held my head up, and people started smiling at me.
Right.
As I was walking down, I'm smiling back, and and all of a sudden, stuff started coming toward me because I said to the universe and to myself, I value myself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's wild.
It's called glamour, and it absolutely works. I swear, I put on a glamour one day, and I absolutely made myself invisible.
Oh, you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just in one of those moods where I didn't want to be seen by anybody, and so I walked through town because I had to check the mail, and there was just tons of people around, and absolutely no one seemed to notice me. And then when I got back home, I walked right alongside the window in the living room, and my mom was like sitting right beside it, and she has like the most amazing peripheral vision ever. And she absolutely didn't see me approach the house. I actually startled her when I walked in the door.
Nice.
I call that, well, you can cloak, like the word's cloaking. I cloaked myself because I was late for work one day. I'll get on the interstate, and I cloaked the car from. Well, I thought I said I didn't. I just cloaked it so I wouldn't get a ticket. All of a sudden, people are cutting me off everywhere. I'm like, what is wrong? Why are they trying to kill me? Yeah, I didn't say only to the police.
Yeah.
And one time, and I released it, and they stopped. I swear, it's like magic. It really is.
Okay. Poor Melissa. She's been waiting. Melissa wants a 1-card pull. Melissa, let me know what you want it on. Do you just want general, or do you have one question? And then also, Melissa, if you've done it for years, you have to train your brain to think positive. Yeah, and I do understand that. There is a lot of reframing. And some people actually grow up with just that negative talk embedded.
Right.
Like I was telling Dennis, he would say, well, that's not too bad. And I'm like, no, what you want to say is, that's great, or that's good. He would say, that's not the dumbest idea ever. I'm like, or how about, that's a good idea. Flip that script in your brain.
Right.
Hold on. Okay. Melissa, just central, please. So I'm thinking she means general.
I think things are going to get better, Melissa. I actually think some of the self-help stuff practice it for yourself, because I think you're intuitively connected, and so you just listen. Spirit's telling you what to do, to how to, and then things are going to change. It's not as bad out there as you think it is, if that makes sense to you. April's going to be a good month. It'll start changing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that I drew the Empress. I'm not sure if you can see it.
It's blurry,
No,
but I can see it.
it's blurred out.
That's the exact same
Yep.
card I just pulled.
Oh
Nah.
my!
There you go.
All right.
The exact same card.
The Empress. Like, that's great.
And I'm thinking that some serious abundance is coming her way. The plans she set in motion are finally going to be coming to fruition. Either that or she's pregnant.
Oh, I don't think so.
I would hope not. I'd feel sorry for her.
Oh,
So would I.
At 55, I would feel sorry for her.
hold on.
Well,
But I think the abundance is what I was picking up too. And yeah, she is. Yes.
Melissa, I am very intuitive. I feel things too.
hmm
Sarah Lee, I just watched Practical Magic the other day. And
Oh, nice. That's my favorite movie.
My favorite
Sarah.
movie. Did you know they're coming out with a sequel next September?
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I wonder who's going to play in it. It better be as good as the first one, because that was great.
It's not going to be. You know,
The
I
same, most of the same cast. Stockard
Sarah-
Channing, Diane Wiest, Sandra, and Nicole are all reprising.
They're
their
probably going
roles.
to be the ants now, the witch ants.
Sarah Lear, practicing anything new for 2 weeks becomes a habit, good or bad. Huh. That's interesting. I always thought it was 30 days. But cool. Good to know. Melissa, yes, I see them. And Melissa, 55 years old. No! Oh, God.
I was reading what you were doing, Wade.
Hey, Melissa, I'm putting a link to my blog article about self-care, spiritual protection in there, and Upgrade, specifically done for Angel Lynn. Upgrade, you can actually also listen to the article. It was a pain.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
and,
that was nice.
by the way, I feel that I have my book done.
Hell yeah. Good job, Earl.
Good for you. Now, if only I could finish mine. I had to go back and check my transcriptions of some German text that I was quoting and translating, and realized that I had transcribed it badly, and that completely changes my translation.
Mm-hmm.
The Germans are good at that.
Okay. Melissa, I'm in the middle of menopause. No pregnant.
I can feel that. I felt that.
That's not what the Empress card was saying.
Well, the Empress card is also about creativity.
It is.
She is.
But also,
creature.
There's so much.
sarcasm is
gonna
my
change.
native tongue.
Yeah.
What?
Focus
I
on
said sarcasm is my native tongue.
Yeah, I hear you. I like it.
focuses on family and also very fertile.
Or abundant.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
There's more to come, and I feel like in April things are going to change for her.
Melissa, thanks so much, guys. It means a lot. Triple X. Thank you, Melissa, for tuning in. Mwah.
Some good energy sent free of charge.
I know. Now,
Now, I do have a question for Angel. When I was in college, I knew several people from California, and they, after studying there for a few years, and teaching there for a few years, they absolutely had to move back to California because they couldn't stand it here. They got so incredibly depressed because of
Really?
how cloudy it is during the winter and spring months. And I was wondering if you experienced that when you moved here.
I'm such an upbeat person that it's asking
Yes.
me. It is so hard to get me down. But there was one year, there was 19 days of no sun. And I was still married to my ex-husband. But I remember thinking, oh my God, we need the sun. And I don't get depressed. You just keep on going. But
Mhm.
I miss California a lot. I miss the weather. I miss what it used to be.
Mm.
What I see now is not so good.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's really changed. I mean, besides financially, I don't know who can afford to stay out there anymore. So
All right. Oh my God.
yeah, it's really expensive. And I only have one brother
Yeah,
left in
like over
California.
$1 million just for a little shed.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no, you're not kidding either.
It's
I don't know how
ridiculous.
people are even getting a house because the wages
Mhm.
haven't done it justice at all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was 45 minutes from the ocean, about 45 minutes from the mountains, so I was in a very central location too.
Oh,
I missed that.
that's a sweet spot.
Yeah, I was Southern California.
That's awesome.
There's a place called Alpine, California. It's by San Diego, and it gets maybe 1 to 2 inches of snow every year. So you're going to get all 4 seasons, but you're kind of in the mountains. 45 minutes from the beach. It is so pretty up there. If I could afford to go to Alpine, I'd be gone. But
Okay.
I've been here long enough now that my friends, my family, my family spread out. I've lost
Mhm.
some brothers now. I used to have 5, now I've got 2, which seems so weird. Um, my sisters we're all still here. But shoot, everybody's moving to Texas. But I like Texas. That's where my son was when he passed away. And so I got to go down there and visit. And I actually really like Texas. I was shocked
My
at how much
hope,
I liked it.
my hope is that all the people moving to Texas will improve the politics of the state.
Well,
Yeah, they're
I
they're
I
one
know a
sided.
couple, I know a couple people out there in Texas, and apparently the people are very, very nice, but there's just a lot of laws out there that can get you in trouble. One of the sayings is visit Texas, leave on probation.
Yeah,
So
you
that
don't want to mess with
scares
the
me.
state. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that has changed though because my son was in a lot of trouble. I told him, "You can go to Texas, but if you get in trouble, I can't bail you out. You're in
Right.
Texas, they're gonna get you, okay?"
Mhm.
And he was in and out of the system. I don't know how many times. I really couldn't even count. But before he passed away, he got clean and all that. However, he lived a long life. But they are not as strict as they used to be, actually.
Okay. Because I
So
do, once it's in the budget, I do need to actually go out and visit a couple of my friends. And that was really starting to worry me. It's like, wait, visit Texas, leave on probation. I don't want to be on
right,
probation.
right, right. Nah, it's
Problems.
back in the day, that is everybody said, like the 60s and 70s and 80s when weed was the big thing, and yeah, what we think is nothing now, but Iowa's that way now because like a lot of the states around us, it's legal. Well,
Mhm.
yeah, and they try to catch the people coming in. I mean, I know people that's never been in trouble that just got in trouble, and DOT steps in, they pull your license, they make you get a go glow, which I don't know how that's legal because it doesn't. It does for alcohol. Not there's no test for marijuana,
Nope.
so I don't even know how they
Well,
get away with that. They
no,
get
I'm not just talking about marijuana because,
well,
I got no use for that anyway.
right,
But eh,
yeah, but the state laws are bad here.
also, you have to be careful when you do that, the blow into the tube, because if they haven't cleaned it, you will blow dirty.
Oh,
Oh.
I never knew that. I mean, I've never had
Mm.
one, but
You've got to be
Mhm.
careful. Anyway,
yeah,
poor Sarah. Sorry, Sarah. We got to chatting. Sarah Lear coming into your own, and then Melissa.
I think she was
Thank
talking to
you.
Melissa actually.
hmm But no, you have to be really careful some of this stuff because if they don't maintain it properly, and when they're on the go, no, you're probably not going to maintain it properly. Okay. So yeah, you have to be careful, but it's just, yeah, a lot of funky little stuff, funky little ways to get into.
There is one store in Texas that I would love to visit. It's on Galveston Island.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Galveston?
I know
Uh,
Galveston.
yeah,
Okay.
Galveston, I think, and it's called the Witchery.
Ooh,
Oh, I think I've
Mhm.
heard of that actually.
well now I
My
gotta
Mhm.
go look
sister
it
lives
up.
about 2 hours from yeah, it's Galveston, because the beach down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go when I go see her this summer. I'm gonna go. I've never been to Galveston.
Such a cool name for a store, and wouldn't you know, as someone who is even associated with the store, stole the name and used it for their business in Salem.
Hmm.
Um,
But it's called the Witchery.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
that's probably a
Here,
common
hold
name
on.
for different
Let's
stuff.
reach it.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's pretty interesting. Hold on.
a lot of people call themselves witches when it kind of comes natural to a lot of us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There we go. Butchery. Is that the one you were talking about, Wade?
It is.
Okay.
Okay, well, Angelin, you're going to have to go in, take pictures, do a
Yeah, I
video, and
will
send it
too. Somebody
Oh.
remind me, because yeah,
No,
that's
well,
cool.
because
Mhm.
that looks really neat inside.
Yeah, it looks like a neat store to go into.
Yeah, one day the island was having a horrible rainstorm, and the owner locked the doors and wouldn't let anyone inside because he didn't want them getting his books and things wet. Which I can see, I can understand that.
I can too, but they get hurricanes
Kind of a
Mm-hmm.
and torrential rains, and it can be dangerous.
Oh
So I
yeah,
guess,
these are definitely torrential.
right. I've never seen rain like I've seen here, those downpours that are straight line winds. I mean, they literally go vertical instead of, or horizontal instead of vertical. I pull over, and they pass pretty quickly usually, but man, some of the rainstorms we've had,
yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
But go back to the subject, because you had some other thoughts that you pointed out in your article.
I was gonna say,
I think the self-respect, the value yourself part is important.
yeah. I had a couple notes. Oh well. Anyway, but no. Basically, I just wanted to get you guys' opinion on why we have become more of a, oh, well, I don't take care of myself, so that's a good thing, right? You know, it's not self-care, bathing, basic hygiene. I mean, I know people that take
Do you
it
think it's
to
the younger
all-
generation, or it's like all
No,
over?
I've seen it all through. You know, people will go weeks at a time without bathing and be like, well, I don't take care of myself. Yeah. And I'm like, no, get a shower.
Oh,
Mhm.
no.
Okay. You know, it's not about, and
That's
it's
that's respecting yourself.
yeah,
Period.
Mhm.
It's not for
respecting your
anybody
life.
else, anyways. It is
Yeah,
for
right.
them, right?
But also too, I started to notice the further I got into energy work and different protectionary methods, um, didn't really have a choice on that, but I started to notice that when you do take care of yourself, when you use these things, when you use these little tricks that don't break the budget, stuff starts to walk a wider berth. Because
Mhm.
one thing about energy, like attracts like. This is not opposites attract, okay? This ain't no love
Right.
connection. This is like attracts like. So if you're in that vibration already, if you're not showering, if you're depressed all the time, if you're down all the time, if you've got negative self-talk going all the time, everything like that, it's like, ooh, I smell my own, yeah, you know, that kind of thing.
I've said this before. Saying stop, you're not allowed here, to thoughts that are in your head,
Mm-hmm.
or because some of the thoughts are put there by other people.
Mm-hmm.
They think of you, and it pops in, and you don't want that person in your life, or that, I don't know, whatever family person or whoever it is. They're thinking of you, so you can pick it up energetically. But literally, it's this simple as saying stop. You're not allowed here. You're not allowed in my head. You're not allowed in my energy. Period. And usually within 2 weeks, but usually it's way quicker.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Well, I just give it kind of, because you got to get used to saying it. I'll be like, stop. You are not allowed here. Out. You know. Sometimes I got to get forceful, and sometimes I just kind of like say it in my head. But it sometimes we also make it harder than it needs to be as well.
Right. Ah,
You can take a shower, wash your hair. You don't have to put on makeup. And nowadays, sweats are, considered decent clothes for outside.
Oh
I
God.
personally am grateful for, but I have
yeah,
nice ones.
we're grateful for it, but I would say once a week, commit to actually dressing up, dressing nice,
Mhm.
even if you're just going to the grocery store.
hmm
You know,
I wear sweats all the time because it's more comfortable for me driving.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Doing all the driving I'm doing.
But take that time once a week.
But if Melissa and I are going out somewhere, yeah, that's different.
See, you got self-respect. You want to go out. You want to look nice for her in public. That
Well,
that
that and plus when I'm having to go out to
Right.
attend Lions meetings, yeah, that's a whole different ball game.
Mm.
Well, what's wrong with
Yeah,
proper
you got
etiquette?
it. Okay. That's
Yeah.
not sweatpants territory.
Yeah, there.
No.
Now, also, here's a secondary question. Why do you think self-care is sometimes dismissed as indulgent or secondary in spiritual circles? And these are the people that should know better. So why?
But see, I don't. Okay, so like in spiritual, I guess explain it a little more to me what you mean by that, because
I have
Um,
thoughts.
you think spiritual
good.
people
Wade,
don't. Yeah,
Wade, I'm just going to let you take it, baby, because you
yeah.
look like you got some mischief in there. You got that twinkle in your eye. Go for it. Enjoy.
Well, a lot of people who are witches like to blame other witches who who may be struggling through no fault of their own
Right.
or their situation for not being effective witches to get
What?
themselves out of the
Well,
situation.
100%. I have seen that.
What?
Wade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
God
seen
damn
that
you.
too. I've seen
hmm
it too many times.
Right.
Did you
I don't
notice
call myself
everybody needs some
anything.
help sometimes?
Right.
hmm
Damn straight. And more than once in life. Life is rough. Okay.
Yeah, God, especially
hmm
now.
Oh,
That,
and I just cringe when I see people saying that.
yep, it goes back to when I first came into the spiritual community back in 2003, and right in the middle of I'm going to flat out and say it, witch war between two groups, two major
Yeah.
groups, and being told that I had to choose sides.
Hmm.
Oh,
Hell
And
no.
I'm like, that's not how
Right.
oh my.
that's not how I work.
Well, no,
hmm
that I
And,
think
and they should never. That's vain. Part of that's
that's
vain.
a big red flag
Right?
that you don't want to be anywhere
hmm
near either.
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, and because I was spiritually attacked, Alicia, a couple months ago, and I haven't been spiritually attacked in over 20 years,
Dude,
and it
I
pissed
get it
me
on a
off.
goddamn regular basis. Why do you think I know about all this?
Yeah, I know you. Yeah, yeah, but I don't. I'm
Shit.
usually just naturally protected, but you got to remember to protect yourself. I forget sometimes.
Well, psychic mediums, they actually do seem to have a natural buffer. I will say that.
Mhm.
But considering all the territories you guys walk in, you need it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
That's really huge what you said, Wade. That's one of the main things that's bothering me. It's just like
hmm
one religion not liking another religion. Or your
hmm
God's better than my God. Hello.
Yeah, it's what's even grosser about the whole situation is when it comes from a straight white cisgender man, because it's like they're totally privileged and they're not even realizing that. It just
well,
flies over their head.
actually, nobody's privileged anymore.
Right?
No, for the
Yeah.
most part, I know people from all walks of life. Nobody is getting special treatment.
Oh, my favorite saying is I got friends in high places and low. I mean,
know.
they're
No,
all handy to have. No.
the only thing, honestly, the only thing that is going to take us through these hard times is that real grounded, well, I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to keep going. That's it.
Well,
Because
you don't
so
have a
many
choice.
guys, I
Yeah.
mean, Dennis, okay, Dennis, when he was between jobs and struggling had somebody, and I'm not going to mention anything else, but had somebody walk up to him, tell him to his face, and this is Dennis, okay?
They're brave.
No, this is Dennis, the guy that like has never had great luck. Okay,
Right.
he hasn't had good luck at jobs, nothing. Part of it is he doesn't have,
Dennis.
but but no, the guy walked up to him with a group of people and looked him dead in the eye and said, "Don't waste the Caucasian man," and walked off. And I just looked at
What does
Dennis.
that mean? I don't even know what that means.
Caucasian?
So
Caucasian?
I know what
gross.
Caucasian means, but don't waste it. Like, I don't get the saying.
Don't waste your white privilege, is what they just told him. And
Oh,
I just looked at him and he looked at me.
wow.
And Dennis is like, Dennis is like,
That's a comment.
wait, what? I've been privileged this whole time? What? Why didn't I know about
Right?
this? Why haven't I done better? Hey, did you guys ever see the Beavis and Butthead episode where they were told they had white privilege? And they're like, wait, we do? Okay. They start going and stealing
I
stuff,
bet that's funny.
smacking people and
Yeah.
stuff. They're like, it's okay. We have white privilege. It's okay. You didn't know. Neither did we. It's like, oh, but it's,
I haven't seen the new Beavis and Butthead episodes because we don't get MTV or even Comedy Central here anymore.
oh, it's old.
Really? Where do you live?
It's old, but it's funny.
Menlo, we got a new cable service provider, and because these large companies were going to raise the rates without providing
Right.
anything more for us, they decided not to carry those programs anymore.
I know there's been a lot of advertisements on TV for a lot of internet stuff. Like the prices keep coming down, and they're going against, like, we get Mediacom. But Mediacom's huge.
Yeah, dude, I got Amazon Prime. I'm not going back.
You like that?
Some people do Roku. Some people do Chromecast.
Right.
I prefer Amazon Prime. It's where I get everything else from. It's disgusting. I get my laundry soap and supplements delivered, but I love it.
Right.
Okay. But no, I don't do cable. I don't do regular TV. I think my mom does regular TV. I just no.
For me, it's on, but I don't really watch it. It's just, I need that background noise. But I also grew up in a family of 8, so I think it's part being the psychic medium, but it's also part having such a big family. When you have a big family, you got extended family, friends and cousins, and then cousins of friends, and our house was.
It's also something psychological. It gives us something to pay attention to because we're still built in that dinosaur chasing us mode. So if there's complete silence, we're like, where's it? Where's it?
Oh, if it's quiet, I read better when it's noisy. Most noises. There's a few, like the bowls. I can listen to the, what do they call that? Sound healing.
Yeah.
Most of it can get, but there's that one pitch where it starts going way too high, and it hurts my ears.
I was gonna say, that that one fair, I unfortunately ended up with a singing bowl chick right behind me.
Oh,
and her bowls were constantly going off behind my head. Oh.
Right. I couldn't. I would have had to move.
Never again.
Right.
I thought I'd be fine because I like the singing bowl. No.
Right.
Constantly going off every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take that bowl. Do questionable things with it. But anyway, okay.
Wait,
next question.
You had that one comment. Did you have any more to say about that? Oh, sorry, Earl.
You would not believe the number of times that I've had discussions with especially newcomers and reminding them that they need to learn how to use shields. They must learn that first and foremost, because otherwise they're going.
That's like class 101.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're going to experience a lot of feedback. They're going to kick back to them, and it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, it can be discouraging.
The other thing is you have to have something to act as a proxy when you are sick, when you're feeling down, when you have things that are making holes in your aura, bad shit going on around you, you know.
Like a little poplar or something.
I know my old friend Mike Bales, he charmed up a talisman, like a pendant or something, and you do it when you are at your peak energy. Then you just kind of, and then whenever you start to drop, just put it on, and it's like, okay, there we go. I'm there. You know.
Good idea.
But
Psychic fairs are always interesting to me because I start feeling, well, loved ones that when I talk, because they know I'm coming. Even when I do my parties, I'll be like, I'll be there. Just wait. I'll call you back in when I get there. So, yeah, there's a lot of energy that goes on.
Oh,
You
God.
know, a lot of people do have mediumship, and they may or may not realize it.
True. And of course, Spring Equinox Psychic Fair, March 20th, 21st, and 22nd, folks.
Yep,
Come
I'm
on
there.
out to Maui Mall. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have drummers, and we're going to have Spirit Gallery by Angel Inn. And we're going to have, yep, that's right.
I'm going to be there because
You better be.
yeah, I've already told Melissa that
I will
she and
track
are
you
going.
down.
We're going. So
Yeah, don't worry, Earl. If you're not there, Angel Inn and I are going to come TP your house.
We're going to get in cahoots with Melissa.
But no, yes, we are going to have a good time, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. Sheena did tell me she won't be able to be there because she's in the middle of moving down here.
Mm-hmm.
So awesome.
I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is going to roll into my next question. When people hear the phrase spiritual protection, they often think of rituals, tools, or shields. What was the first moment when you all realized that self-care itself could be protective?
I think the feeling, like I was saying earlier about how good it feels to get out of the shower.
Mm-hmm.
You feel stronger. You feel cleansed. That feeling alone leads into others. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
the very first time I learned that me trying to use my own senses to assist somebody and having it trigger a bad migraine.
Ew. Not fun.
I learned that the hard way.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you don't wind up knowing or learning how to protect yourself spiritually, physically, and mentally, yeah, it come back on you.
Mm-mm.
Wait.
You wind up especially for those of us who are empaths, we wind up taking on their pain or emotions, and if we don't wind up using shields to prevent that from happening, then
Psychically speaking, that ties in, Earl, with that empath side of you. Know when it's your depression or if it's someone else's, like your friend or someone that walked in the store, or you know what I mean. And
that can be
that's
really hard to
discernment.
sort out, though.
It is. It's hard, but it's helpful if you try to figure it out.
There's so much bleed, and it's just
Yep.
I have always just practiced what I now call practical magic, which is just ritualizing really simple everyday things. Like I might say a blessing as I draw an invoking pentagram over the water faucet before I wash my hands or something, or I might say a curse to someone as I flush the toilet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, got it.
They just send you back their own energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, that's how simple it can be. You
Yeah.
can make it hard if you want, but
Easier.
it's remembering to do it too sometimes.
Yeah. Or when I'm showering, I just make sure to keep my aura in mind as I'm scrubbing myself up.
Yep.
You know what? That aura thing, you can let it out too far, and
Mhm.
people will grab it. When you walk in the room, people don't realize what they're wanting from you, but they know they want to be around you.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And then they're like vampires. They suck
Yeah.
it out.
Mhm.
Yeah. Energy
So sometimes
vampire.
you gotta walk in the room, know what you're walking into, and discern it real quick so you can pull it back in if you need to.
Okay. Interesting.
And that's one of those things you can say in your head.
Hmm. Now, also, you can cover your head, especially when you're at like hospitals, stuff like that. My dad used to do it when he had migraines and stuff. Huge migraine sufferer, but it helped him. He would actually cover his head, and wearing bandanas, scarves, anything like that. But close your crown, cover your head.
Yeah, they didn't work for me. I tried that. I tried like with a helmet.
Mhm.
Tried thinking that would work. It's just I come to realize that I'm 24/7.
Yeah.
And I just work with it. And
yeah. But I will tell you, it does help sometimes, especially when you're in a place where you do not want to touch all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually wrap your head and your hair, especially if you have longer hair, wrap your hair up.
I don't mean to yell. Hold on 2 seconds. Jasper, quit it. He's trying to eat the furniture.
Hey, it's
yeah, he's a teenager.
Right? Okay. Next question. How do you personally recognize the difference between being compassionate and being energetically overextended?
Very gently.
Energetically what?
Hold on. How do you personally recognize the difference between being compassionate and being energetically overextended?
That's
That's
a good
one.
question.
For what? I'm sorry. I'm having trouble hearing the last word.
That's okay. My ears are all stuffy. So, overextended, energetically overextended.
All right.
Overextended. Okay.
Yeah, because you can take passion as one thing and other people see it as another.
Well, no, but you can actually extend yourself too far. You can give too much. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So, how do you actually recognize where that line is?
Well, first you got to see it. You got to absolutely got to yeah, but you got to finish out what you promised to do and then pull yourself back in.
Ooh, Saucy Lear, when you aren't taking care of your own stuff or yourself. Love that. That is a good comeback. Good line, Saucy. I like it. Okay.
Saucy. She's so cute.
Wade Earl.
Well, I just know myself enough that when I feel as though I'm starting to overextend myself, I just pull back and well, being a Pisces, I like a lot of quiet time, and so that's what I do when I need to recharge, and I listen to a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I love music. I know we can talk in the car on our phones, but I don't like it. I don't want nobody to call me when I'm on my phone on the car because music takes me everywhere. So I like to crank it up.
I've made a very big mistake when I was first driving to help with my anxiety and driving stress, and I started putting on the singing bowls.
Oh.
I started trancing out while I was driving. I keep it pretty.
Well, with the ley lines and meridians, you kind of get taken anyway sometimes, so that doesn't help either.
It's like, don't put on anything that relaxing in the car.
That's true. Driving's very hypnotic, so you do need to be careful. And there's areas you can feel them. You can feel the energy change.
Yeah.
Which is another show. We should do that again. Kind of go further with it.
Earl, thoughts? How do you recognize when you're energetically overextended versus being compassionate? Okay, you're a Sagittarian, so it's not as big of a deal for you, but question, how?
Well, I think the only couple times where, and I didn't even realize it myself until it got pointed out to me that I was overextending myself.
Okay.
I've had it pointed out to me without me really realizing it until somebody said something about it, and it's like, oh yeah, because even
That does
Melissa
go back.
will herself will comment about this, that I tend to get myself sidetracked and not
He does.
realizing that what I should be doing compared to what I try taking on more and more of, and
Mhm.
thinking that, yeah, I can do this, no problem.
Guys,
No.
I will be right back. I heard some wood crack. I'll be right back.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oops.
The puppy has the furniture in its mouth. It's like,
So yeah, yeah, you nailed it right on the head. With me being a Sagittarius, I do tend to take on a lot,
mhm.
thinking that, yeah, I can handle this, no problem. Well, later on, it comes back to bite me.
That's
And
not necessarily a Sagittarian trait. That might be more of a sheep. Sagittarians, they like to play and they like to have their fun, but they love to
yeah, well, that too is true.
Mhm.
Sometimes I forget to do that.
I know, right? Okay, next question. This one rolls into the other. What are some early signs that someone might be spiritually or energetically depleted before they fully burn out?
Yeah, I think that's probably a problem for a lot of psychic intuitive people or empaths.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Like
called
someone else might have to point it out sometimes. Like again, age that has helped me where I'm like, no, I'm overstressed and I need to fix this.
I'm overdone.
Yeah, yeah.
Stick a fork in me. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
But
Recognizing it is a hard one in yourself, but
mhm,
we're all human, so
Yeah. And part of it for me is that I will get so heavily involved into something that
Yep.
I will just kind of bury myself deeper and deeper until she's done this a few times with me already. That especially when I'm on a call or a video call, or she'll tend to remind me that you're supposed to be in bed. It's like,
yeah.
oh yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's just a trait of my own that I'll get personally involved into something, and to the point where I feel like I need to finish it.
Yeah. You got to finish it all in one go. Got to finish it now.
Yeah.
So, what signs could people look for when they're getting depleted before they actually burn out? Spiritually, energetically, however you want to put it. But what are the signs to look for? The steps leading up to it.
Somebody being stressed out, letting their emotions control things,
mhm.
Depression.
depression, uh, and,
Hopelessness.
What was that?
and actually showing signs of shutting down.
How do you mean?
Well, not communicating, and basically being lethargic, and uh, not wanting to really be active.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, your physical is a big sign.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because if you don't slow down, you get knocked down.
Like Saucy said, not taking care of yourself or the stuff you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. And then Wade.
Just not really taking care of yourself as you ought to.
Mm-hmm. Such as?
Just basic human maintenance.
Human maintenance. I like that. I'm going to
mhm.
use that. Human maintenance. Okay.
Yep.
And what are some things you can do to avoid that? When you're in the depletion phase before the burnout, what are some steps you can take to walk that back? Obviously, not
Step
doing
back.
so much, but you got to heal that. You can't just stop doing so much. You actually have to heal some of that burnout, some of that depletion. So, how do you guys do that, Angel Lynn?
I take a step back. Like I'll go, okay, wait a minute. Why am I getting angry? Why is this bothering me when normally it doesn't? So I kind of do a lot of self checks. I've gotten in the habit of that. Sorry, my dog's whining. Over the years since I was young, I didn't want to be that person that's a hypochondriac. I didn't want to be the person that does this or that. So self checking, just take a step back and go, why are you stressed?
Well,
If you're letting people take advantage of you, it's one of them. That's big. That's huge. And they will take advantage of you.
oh yeah, yeah.
And in all different things.
Takers don't have any limits.
Right. And so, yeah, you have to, and then start looking at your schedule. It is nice that our phones have calendars on it.
Mhm.
Truthfully, if there's an event, or even my doctor's notice will line right up with my iPhone in my phone. Stop
That's
it.
pretty good.
And Jasper had something to say.
Okay, cool. Well, I wish I spoke puppy.
You're right. He's so big.
So, okay, taking a step back, but how do you refill? Okay, we're going to use the cup analogy. How do you refill the cup? Once it's empty, how do you refill it?
Rest is one of them.
Sometimes rest doesn't
Rest.
cut it. You know?
Just trying to find again what it was you loved about what you think you've lost, you feel burnout about. I mean, it took me a long time after studying music in college to love it again, because the faculty just ground out my love for it.
That's sad.
Take for example, after 25 years of doing the wedding DJ business, it was last year when I reached a point where it's like, this has taken too much out of me mentally, physically, emotionally, that I reached a point, it's like, I'm done. It's like, I can't do this anymore.
Well, you take a lot of abuse for people getting married. They want everything so perfect. I can only imagine.
That is not a business I'm for.
No, and 25 years on any business is a really long time.
Yep.
So sometimes making that change within yourself, sometimes you're done doing what you were doing.
Yep. So that's the whole reason why I said I can't do this anymore now, and like that's the reason why I'm refocusing on other areas.
It shows in a very positive way. You're happier.
Yeah.
You are a little bit lighter. I will say that.
Yeah, I have my weekends back to do other things that I need to do and focus on other areas that I've been needing to do. So
I took my Sundays back. That's it. I try not to work on Sunday.
Take your me time. No one and nothing is worth your stress.
Yeah.
Because then you're no good to nobody else either. I mean, you are, but you're not. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, when you are burnt out, when you're fried, you're not pleasant to be around. I know that.
Yeah. So music is still big for me. It always will be. It's just taking a different turn.
Right. Well, music is just like universal. Period. And that made me sad for you, Wade. That's not what it's supposed to be.
The program I studied that was founded by a jazz ingenue, and he wanted already trained musicians. He didn't want someone that was still in the process of growing.
You were in school.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. But to him, those people weren't
Right.
really to call themselves musicians.
Right.
Oh, I thought you were saying something to me.
Um,
I'm sorry.
When you can get the wrong person
I
helping
heard you
you.
saying something to me.
mhm. Oh yeah,
Okay.
my voice teacher was amazing. He inspired
Going
me
back,
to
going back to
be
school.
a more well-rounded musician, and I actually developed because of him a really
Yeah,
beautiful singing voice that he likened to Barbara Streisand.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
neat. That's
But
awesome.
even though I was still growing into that,
Hmm.
it didn't matter to the founder of the program. He made my life
Right.
a living hell.
Yeah.
And at one point, he wouldn't even let me perform in the regular recitals of the program.
That's not okay. And you were
Why?
young too. That
Mhm.
destroys your self-confidence. That's not
Oh yeah,
a teacher. It's not a good teacher at all.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, and they treated all the students as though they were emancipated adults and
Mm.
supposed to be gigging musicians, so that when the choir actually took weekend trips to cities around the state and the surrounding states, you had to pay for your own room and board. If you couldn't, then you just slept on the bus, and and you either had to bring your own food with you, or you had to pay for it during the trip. And what college student can afford that?
Right.
Hmm.
Or wasn't in the rules beforehand. No. That I
Yeah,
hope that teacher's not
yeah.
teaching anymore.
Oh no, he. I hate to say this, but he's dead now.
I figured, but
Yeah, he's a big motorcycle rider, and he was living up in Minnesota, and he was on his motorcycle and he got rear-ended, and it
ooh,
I think like
Oh,
broke his neck in the process.
oh,
So yeah, his teaching days were ended after that.
yeah.
He lived for a long time, but he had to live in a retirement facility
Mm-hmm.
in California where his children did not want to visit him.
See, that's I
that's
know.
right.
Please, nobody hate me, but that's kind of karma a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's
don't mean
true.
that in a mean way. It wasn't nobody else's fault. It
Hmm.
just was his time for that accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the universe will get us all, you know?
He always told students, "You never be any better than just bad."
What?
What the heck?
Hmm. Well, because he was nominated once for a Grammy Award
Wow.
for an album that he wasn't on, an album
Oh,
that he wasn't
hell.
playing on, an album that he didn't even write or arrange the music on.
Oh my
Yet he
gosh.
yet
People can
he
sure
held
talk themselves up, can't they? They can talk themselves
yet
into
Yeah.
he
anything. College
held
teachers.
that Grammy Award, or nomination rather, over our heads.
Okay.
Wow.
Hmm.
It's like, dude, that
Obviously,
doesn't
that's what he
count.
used to get the job.
Hmm. Yeah.
He talked about it like he put it up here when it was down here.
That's like,
Hmm.
Would have been a
somebody's
better
taking
salesman.
it. Oh,
Oh, a friend of mine even tried to get the program in Oregon to use. It was essentially a brand new organ from a hotel in Des Moines. He was able to work out every part of where it went. The only thing he needed to get was the okay from the head of the music department. And the head of the program refused because it wasn't his idea.
Wow.
I know.
That's
Talk about
terrible.
okay.
talk about an ego.
Somebody was doing ego instead of,
Yeah. Ego's a whole
Hmm.
different story. Yeah. And I get it. It's hard to keep your ego out of something because we are human. But that's over the top.
no,
Hmm.
that's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he ruined an opportunity for students to learn.
I was going to say for a lot, too. Not just you.
Mhm.
And in that
Wow.
case, why even bother teaching in the first place if that's how you're gonna
I
be?
know.
Why not just go do something else? I mean, it was clear he
That's
didn't
Ego.
want
a
to deal
really
with
good
teaching.
point.
Mhm.
Damn.
But him and so many of the faculty, except my voice teacher, my piano teacher, almost none of the faculty seemed to have an actual degree in music. They were just gigging musicians that were teaching while they weren't gigging, basically.
Oh my God, that's not good.
Okay, I
Mhm.
see us all kind of frying out and yawning, so I'm going to have a couple last questions, and then we'll probably cut it because I'm seeing Angelin and Earl's yawning. I'm tired. So just real quick, we're going to run through these. What is one simple self-care practice that actually makes a noticeable difference in your energy or clarity? To the viewers, what helps you reset when your energy feels off? Last thought, what's one self-care boundary or practice you wish more spiritual practitioners understood earlier in their journey?
On that last one, confidence. You get it. It's all around you. Spirit will show you that you're right. That one, if you can realize early on, and then you grow from here to here. It's
Okay.
like any other job, spiritually grow. And on the other one, I talk to myself. I have to talk myself out of, if somebody's talking about me, or I mean, I can hear word for word people's thoughts, and I know who they're talking to. I mean, I've gotten it completely confirmed by many. And so, yeah, just stopping people in their tracks, so to speak.
Hey, Earl, do you have something going in the background, bud?
Oh, that. Hold on, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so that's Angelin, that's how you reset when the energy feels off?
I talk to myself, yeah.
Okay, that's very Gemini of you. That's very
Right?
Gemini. That is so Gemini. Okay, so, but what is one simple self-care practice that actually makes a noticeable difference in your energy or clarity? Angel.
Oh, me?
Yeah, Angelin.
Oh, repeat that question.
Oh dear, we are all getting tired.
We're
What is
almost
one simple self-care practice that actually makes a noticeable difference in your energy or clarity?
doing something for myself and actually going out in the yard.
Okay.
Because I'm focused on the gardening or putting up flowers or whatever I need to do. And it like stops my thinking elsewhere.
Okay, I love it.
Hmm.
Okay. Since Earl's a little distracted, Wade, the 3 questions.
Meditation.
Okay, which one is that for? When the energy
Oh,
feels off?
the self-care one.
Okay, self-care, one simple self-care practice. So you meditate. Now, do you do
Meditation, quieting the mind.
moving meditation or just sitting?
No, just sitting and quieting the mind, which a lot of people have a really hard time doing.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, I'm on that
Moving
side.
meditation is it for me, guys. There is no nothing else.
But you know what? You can do it moving. For me,
Mhm.
I can do it moving. So it works, but I wouldn't suggest it to others, really.
You'd be surprised at how many people actually do link with moving meditation.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can meditate while you're going for a walk.
Yeah.
I've gotten so many ideas that come to me while I'm going for a walk because my mind's quiet.
Actually, even something as simple as, and it's going to sound crazy, but folding the laundry, doing the dishes.
Hmm.
Hmm.
For me, anything, especially with water, so shower, dishes,
Absolutely.
anything. If I have to hand wash something in the sink, I'm gone because I know how to do that. It's just boom, 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 boom.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, oh, okay.
Where did I go?
Something very simple.
Again, for me, it's taking a nap, shower, um, finding your favorite drink.
Alcoholic or non, Earl?
Non-alcoholic. Non-alcoholic.
That is a
Even
good
though
way to meditate, though.
Even though there are a couple of them that I would recommend for medicinal purposes. But
Okay. So, Wade, how do you reset when your energy feels off?
I take a nap.
Really? That
Mhm.
resets you?
It does.
Like how long? 20 minutes?
Oh,
10 hours?
an hour.
Okay.
An hour. Because it's like sleeping on a big decision or waking up and not feeling angry over a little fight that you had the night
Right.
before. It does the same thing.
It goes along with that statement. Think about it before you
Yeah.
give an answer.
Mm-hmm.
You nap about it.
Mm-hmm.
That is very Pisces.
Mhm.
Okay. And then, what's one
turn.
self-care boundary or practice you wish more spiritual practitioners understood earlier in their journey, Wade?
Wearing deodorant.
What? Oh my God!
It goes back to the self-care. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Mhm.
Wade!
You know what? He's right.
Oh,
It's true, especially
Absolutely.
in the pagan
Mhm.
community.
God.
So many people don't wear deodorant and they just lather on the patchouli oil as though that will cover it up. It does not. It just exacerbates the whole situation.
I know. I
And
love
being
patchouli
intuitive,
oil,
those
but
smells get to you.
Mm-hmm.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Jesus
simple,
Christ.
actually. Deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
And a split-second thing to do, you know?
I know, right?
Takes no time.
I'd
Dollar
rather
Store
smell.
carries it. Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, I'd rather
As long
smell
as
it
it's
than
not the kind in the
antibiotics.
aerosol can.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right, Earl. The 3 questions. You want me to go over them again, or you got this?
Well, like I said, for the self care, from like I said, for me, it's definitely taking showers, working on uh, working on things that I like doing for myself, um, and um, taking naps. That's big for me right now. Um, and then getting just, I don't know. For me, it's basically found a new cupcake place down in Cedar Rapids.
Ooh.
It's called That
Mhm.
Cupcake Place.
Nice.
Melissa Dunn introduced it to me. Uh,
So do
and
you guys dream when you're taking your naps? Does that
oh
ever
yeah,
affect you?
oh yeah, definitely. And is I can usually tell how much sleep I get. 'Cause, I mean, there are times that I do remember what I dream about.
Yeah.
And so that's a good indicator to me that I've had a good night. I've had a good sleep. So,
Oh, that's interesting.
yep.
I've recently had a dream during a nap that was really weird, and I woke up thinking it was there. I dreamed that I was laying on white sheets and they were filled with blood.
Oh.
There was blood all over the place. I'm like, what? Oh, God! Yeah, I woke up. I'm like, oh, thank God.
I rarely.
I don't want to have
rarely
to do
those
this
kind of dreams.
laundry.
I wonder who you murdered.
No, I was bleeding out somewhere.
Oh, I was gonna say. Actually, that was
Yeah.
gonna be my next question. My next line was, or who was murdering you?
No, it was just I was bleeding out and the blood was all over the sheets and everything. And I'm like, and my first thought waking up, oh, thank God I didn't want to do that laundry. I was like,
Do you think it could connect to a past life?
I don't think so because I was laying in my bed,
Oh,
but the sheets were all white and it was covered with blood. So, right? Okay. Earl, how do you reset when your energy feels off?
When my energy feels off. Well, usually,
We bought a stone today. I mean,
well, that was over the weekend.
oh well, okay,
Something a little bit more
different.
vegetarianly conscious, easy to access, an everyday kind of ritual thing.
Well, here again, my energy feels off. If I'm here at home, yeah, I'm automatically going to go.
Hey, don't die, buddy. Stay with us.
Right?
I'm automatically going to rub down in the shower.
Okay.
That is, especially with the what I use. Like I said this earlier. The tea tree mint rosemary works very well for cleansing.
That's interesting. Teacher, so strong.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you ever use salt in the shower or wash your hands with
Epsom
for a
salt. Yep.
quick reset?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If my energy's feeling off, I'm here at home, I'll automatically just go scrub down, and usually and sitting in there for a little while, and then I automatically start feeling better.
There are some days out there when I know the world is off. I'm retired, so I'm lucky, but I stay indoors.
Dude, there are some days where it just isn't going to get any better, and I'm like, all right, these are the days when I roll over, I go back to bed, I completely quit everything because it's like, oh hell no, I know it's just going to be bad. I have learned.
I used to feel guilty for doing that, and not anymore.
Well, no, you just know from experience. Some days are just nope. Going back to bed, I'll wake up when it's over.
Right?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Those days, I usually just run for the chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, last one, Earl. What's one self-care boundary or practice you wish more spiritual practitioners understood earlier in their journey? Wade already said deodorant, so you
know.
You're whipping out the list. Okay.
No, I'm trying to think off the top of my head here. What I wish that practitioners knew early on.
Yeah. Spiritual practice or a boundary.
I was gonna say that boundaries, like.
Oh, for boundaries, yeah.
That's huge.
Learn to set your boundaries early, and know what
others too.
Yeah, you have to have boundaries for yourself around others, and you have to make those boundaries clear. Because if you don't, they ain't gonna worth much. They're not gonna be worth much at all.
So, give me an example.
Well, basically setting clear boundaries as to what you if you have expectations that you want to be respected and observed from others for your own mental health and well-being, then and if they can't learn to accept that, then you have to separate yourself.
Yeah.
I have a really good one. It happened at the shop, actually, in the old building.
Okay.
I was in with another reader, their first show, actually. And when people walked in the room, she would only explain who she was. And that was it. Like, I didn't exist in there. And, well, I mean, people know me anyways, but that's beside the point. Now, and I told her, I was nice about it, but I was like, hey, when people come in, you need to say what you do, but you also need to introduce me, because the whole time I would say what I did and I would introduce her.
Yeah.
Because it's etiquette. It's
reciprocity and respect. I've got an article growing on it.
Yep. And I don't know why. I mean, it happened 3 more times. Finally, I said, "Hey, like, that's not cool to me or anybody else. It's disrespectful. It's, first off, you're brand new." And then they Googled how much to make.
Are
They
you
want to charge
shitting
somebody
me?
$300. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding you.
Oh my
For a
God.
entity retrieval thing. Okay,
Talk about phony.
yeah. It was.
Jesus.
I've never. Common sense. Most of us have manners.
No,
That
they
was not
don't.
manners at all. I know.
You
I
know
know.
what? After dealing with the
It goes back to the
community,
deodorant.
oh God, manners. Yes, have manners,
Respect who you're in the room with and who you're working around.
and reciprocity, which
And
means
don't talk bad about your neighbors because you never know who's out there.
no.
Mm-hmm.
People
Right.
that get readings
Respect
get
your
it from
elder.
some of those other readers.
Keep your dignity.
Yes.
Be
Yes.
dignified. Even
You
if
don't
they're
have to be the
talking
one
smack.
that puts everybody else down.
Even if they're talking smack, keep your dignity, because that's what's going to show in the end. I remember one fair at the spaceship building. This chick, she was aggressive. I mean, okay, look, I am all about the hustle, but she was aggressive. She would literally come out, steal other people's clients. She would pull them away from readings. She would pull them all, and the guy that I was working with at the time, he was doing tarot readings and stuff. He did not put up with that at all. What he'd do every time she started her shit, he'd just shut the door on her ass.
Mhm.
And she'd be like, wait, click. There you go. Bye. And he would take the client, because she would literally try and come over and steal his clients.
That's not okay.
No, it got so bad at the spaceship building, I had to intervene.
I was going to say, yeah, as the owner, proprietor, yeah.
Well, no, Antoinette intervened for a little while. Then people started coming to me. Do you? I'm like, yeah, because you're not supposed to be stealing other people's clients. Well, she
Right.
had a line. Well, I don't care. That was her line. Did you ask her
People,
if she wanted to
people are
share?
drawn to who they're drawn to.
No.
Period. And yeah, there's all kinds of reasons why not, but you have been attacked over the years many, many times. And 99.9% of the time, you never say anything back. You never know who it's. I've watched you. You've been amazing at it, but I've
There's-
seen you attack as well.
There's no
You shouldn't be
point
doing
to
that.
say anything back, because then
Yeah.
you just give it, you give it weight,
Right. Yep.
But no, hell, even this one chick, she would sit there and yell over all the readings and everything, because I made the mistake of putting her in the middle. You remember that hour thing? I made the mistake of putting her in the middle.
Yeah.
She would yell over everybody and everything. So then I started putting her in the back corner, and she's like,
I
"Why
must
do you
not have been
always do
there.
that?" And I looked at her, I said, Antoinette was talking to her, and she told her the truth. And I looked at her and I said, because you keep yelling over everybody. And if I hear you hollering one more time, you
Mhm.
won't be in any more fairs, because you're giving me a headache.
I
Right.
still remember the first show that I the first show I attended. You were starting to stick me down the damn basement.
No, it was remember, because there was the entrance, and you opened the door and there was the entrance to the basement. So the entrance to the basement was here, and people were just coming in. That's why I had you there. That way you could
I've never seen her put anybody in the basement, but
No, our one Halloween show, it was so full. We had the basement full of vendors too.
that's crazy. That's
We had
awesome. Crazy.
Literally
But
three levels of vendors.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that's probably when I was sick because I wasn't at them.
No, you thought you were too good for me.
Still remember that
No,
one.
never. I have never done that to you.
But yeah, no, it's, man, when you deal with people, you're just like, and I wish I was more air sign witty, because people's audacity and their lack of manners and respect and basic common sense, it just leaves me speechless. I'm just standing there like,
You
what?
used to be. Now you're kind of on it. Like
Well,
you've grown some.
Some, but still, there are times when I just stand there looking at somebody going, you're
Did you
kidding me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, don't start swearing, Alicia. What?
well, and being in this as long as I have,
Mhm.
the one thing that I try to instill especially on other spiritual vendors, readers, that, you know, showing kindness to each other goes a long way.
Yeah, it
Uh,
does.
showing
The most
animosity towards another vendor, that never works.
it only bites you in the ass.
Yeah.
That's all it's gonna do.
But people get in there and they're like, well, I'm going to do this and I'm awesome. And it's like,
You know what? I've had to check myself. Like there'll be
Mm,
somebody I don't really click with, and I'll be like, okay, am I jealous? Are they better than me? You know, but that's human nature. We all are human at the end of the day.
right.
So
there's a,
that's why I do my self checks. Like, why am I feeling a certain way?
there is a difference between personality clash and you picking up some sort of energy going,
Absolutely.
wait,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Now, now, I don't like it.
Yeah.
hmm
And it's the egos that
Right.
I will call somebody out for their ego.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
I've done it before, and after I've done it, some of them will actually wisen up and realize that that's not going to fly here.
that don't happen for
Pop
me.
people's egos.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
you were attacked at the last one. At the end of it.
some others who just say they don't care and they'll just keep on going with it. Say, nope, I'm done with you.
Bye.
I'm going to never recommend you. You're done.
Nah, I just close the door. It's like, bye.
And they fizzle out sometimes too.
Bye. I figure it like this: people that are like that, people that are just nasty, they're going to have it coming to them in the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's you can't go through your life treating people like crap and expect to have a good ending.
It always what comes around goes around.
You know, I remember a couple of vendors before. You remember when my dad was doing psychic work at the spaceship building, right, Angela?
Mm-hmm.
A couple of vendors walked up to them because I was really quiet that he was my dad, because at that point I was getting a lot of attacks, and I honestly
You were.
I didn't want him to get any fallout, but I knew he needed the help. He needed the
Right.
money. He needed,
Right.
and plus he also needed to get back into the psychic area if he was going to quit.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. But they walked up to him, and I kept telling him, I'm having problems. And he's like, you're imagining that.
I was trying to hear what you were saying.
The vendors, a couple vendors actually walked up to him, completely trashed me, the shop, the fairs. And keep in
Oh
mind,
no, they didn't know you.
yeah.
Watch your yeah, that's why you keep your mouth shut.
And they even wrote, and you need to go to this other shop because they're so much better. You know, she's just terrible. And dad's just sitting there. Dad's just quiet, you know.
Oh,
Dad's just,
he'll suck it all up and take it in, but he'll have an
Uh-huh.
answer in the end.
and they even wrote him out directions to the other shop and who to talk
Oh
to.
my God.
He just took it all and handed it to me. He's like,
Mhm.
honey, I am so sorry. You were absolutely right. I don't even believe this crap.
You're right.
And the thing is, they kept coming into the fairs. I'm like, why are you doing this if you like being somewhere else? What the hell is wrong with you? If you don't
They're
like it,
doing
feel
it.
free
You're in
to
it for the buck.
They're doing it purposely.
Yeah.
But I guess I just don't understand that, because you're cutting off your nose to spite your face.
It takes time to get your name out there. And I don't want to ruin somebody else's name. And I would
Yeah.
hope that they'd keep my name out their mouth too. Like, you
Yeah,
don't need
it's
to
like,
talk
what
about me.
the hell?
Yeah.
I am not going to go to some fair just to badmouth it. I would like to make money at it and grow my reputation.
Right.
It's a horrible way to grow your reputation.
Yep.
Because think about it. If I go to a psychic and they're bad-mouthing the fair and they're bad-mouthing the other vendors and they're bad-mouthing the promoters, I'm going to look at them
You
and
usually
go,
don't go back to them either. The
okay,
clients.
you know what? You're not a good person.
Right.
You are not somebody I ever want to be around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they're doing that, and I've seen people at shows run people away from their booth by doing this. And I'm just sitting there going, what are you doing? Even if I have problems with the fair or whatever, I just keep it to myself. I'm like, yeah, you know, it could be going better, but hey, we're all here for a reason. Let's keep going.
Whether I make money or don't make money, I always know there's a purpose for me being there.
Right.
And it has always worked out. I don't count my money. I don't sit. What people can do.
I know,
Oh
right?
my god, I had a guy. I don't even remember. I don't even know which psychic it was. I don't remember who it was. All I know is a friend of mine went over to him for a reading, which is standing in front of us, and talk. He had did tarot cards.
Yeah.
And he looked at her and said, "Would you even have any money?" I'm like, "Tell me you didn't get a reading." She goes, "Oh yeah, I sat down there." I'm like, "Oh my god." People
Why?
don't, if you're not clicking with them or they're rude to you or says something like that, don't get a reading from them, please.
Hell, I remember one of the merchants at one of the bigger psychic fairs. He actually shoved a kid. He physically laid his hands on a little kid and shoved him. They still had him in the fair. They didn't care.
Oh yeah, no, that's
I
not
was
okay.
like, you shove a kid at my fair, you're fucking out on your ass.
Yeah.
That guy would have been gone.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Even what that one psychic did that came from, I think, Marshalltown area or maybe Waterloo, I don't know.
which one?
But she badmouthed another psychic that was because she was doing tarot cards and she had the book. Well, okay,
I don't
maybe that's not okay in her eyes, but it's not your job. She badmouthed her on the way out the door. It was really mean.
Oh God.
It was mean.
Well,
I said, "Hey," I intervened a little bit. I'm like, "Hey, you
Okay.
don't need to get mean about it. I know you're
But-
unhappy. Then
but
go."
remember, that psychic also turned around and backstabbed and backbit me.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and
I know.
you and
Yeah.
everybody else. Okay.
Right.
And that particular psychic was big on trying to condescend to people.
She was. I
So
know.
in a way,
Right. It
I
does.
know.
I just used it as an example.
Yeah.
It's not your place.
No, it's not. And no, reading out of the book when you're doing professional readings is not. It's not a good look. You should not be doing that. Okay.
But
You
when
should
you're
either
new, you usually
be
don't
using-
charge as much.
Yeah.
And you're getting practice, and there's lots of reasons.
Right.
Mhm.
So
Right. At the same time, the way it was done was very mishandled.
yeah.
It
Oh
was
yeah. Trust
rude.
me, that the girl that was yelling at her wasn't wrong. It's just the way she came about doing it was
that
wrong.
delivery, yeah.
The delivery. Yep.
Although the girl that was yelling at her, she started to get weird right before the fair.
She got weird. That one day she was fine.
Yeah, and then
The next day she was not okay.
Yeah, I was like, "You good?" Because I was actually going to sit down and get a reading from her, and for whatever reason, I kept being kept away from her booth.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "So, nah, dude."
I see salt sometimes. I'll salt my area around
Yeah.
if I can feel something coming off somebody.
Oh, dude. Selenite, black tourmaline, salts.
Oh, I just turned my chair the other way.
Oh, God. But no, I will tell you, respect, dignity, and reciprocity. That's something that I wish everybody understood a little
I mean,
bit.
in life general, they should be, but yeah,
But
they can really go.
especially spiritual practitioners and business people.
Yeah. Wade, you said something earlier about, I don't know how you said it, but it was before the deodorant thing. I'm never gonna forget that. That was good.
Right. That's a memorable line.
And so true. It's amazing. I don't know. I can't say that. Never mind.
What?
I forget he made a comment about it was like one religion to another, but it was like one witch to the other witches, how they were doing it wrong, but they're doing it right, type of thing.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember how you said it.
Yeah, they were treating other witches badly, or as though they weren't competent witches just because they happen to be struggling.
Right.
Regardless of the situation or any other extenuating circumstances.
I've seen that a lot in people that say they're witches, or they practice.
And
Sorry,
this
Earl.
shows you
paganism.
that this shows you how much ego-driven they are.
Mm-hmm.
Because have they ever stopped to think that the witch who is struggling is on a lesson plan from the universe?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not supposed to control it. They're supposed to ride it out and learn.
Right.
You're not supposed to control everything around you.
Right.
You're supposed to actually become part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're going, well, you need to be a better witch to quit struggling, it's like, one,
None of your
that's not paying
business.
my bills.
Right.
You know? And two, have you ever thought that this is spiritual work I need to be doing? Granted,
Mhm.
nobody likes to struggle and I don't endorse it, but there are times when the struggle can teach you a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And struggling will humble you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, I don't know. That tells me that the witches that say that are very ego driven.
Mm-hmm.
That's all ego.
You definitely are doing it right. I mean, how it's just
No,
wrong.
believing you can control everything around you or that you're supposed to, actually having the audacity to think
Mm-hmm.
that you have the right to control everything around you.
Right.
Well, it's very condescending.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
God, that's yucky. I'm getting the
Mhm.
ick, Wade. That is icky.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of one of the reasons I don't go to some of those shows like that.
Yeah, no, right. It's like,
I
hey,
mean, I'll say, I like me, so I'll just stay home.
yeah, no,
And I don't mean that egotistical. I mean, it is like, I like who I am.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right, guys, I got to get off here. I got to get to
We're all
bed.
getting tired.
Night, night.
I start my day at 4:00 in the morning now.
Oh, hell no.
All right,
Good
guys.
night, guys.
Could
Go
I
ahead.
ask everyone a question?
Yes.
Last year, I spent 7 months trying to manifest a friend of mine whom I had lost touch with. Because he was in a halfway house and all that, and I was concerned about him. I hadn't heard from him in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, early February or late January, I finally got back in touch with him. I had finally manifested that SOB through another friend. The By looking them up, I was able to reconnect with him. Well, he's dropped off the internet again, and I have no idea what's become of him. And I did a reading to see if I could get an insight, and I'm thinking I know what might have happened to him, but I would like to see what others
They're
have to
saying he's
say.
not doing well. He's
Right.
not
I'm
doing
getting
well.
the
There's
same
a
thing.
reason
He's
he
not
went
doing well.
quiet.
I think he struggled, in the past, most of his life.
Hmm.
His struggle is his struggle. He's always going to go back to doing what he was doing, unfortunately. And I think for you, Spirit has a way of they took him out of your life for a reason. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Do you want to? I'm getting a little personal, but do you want to help this guy, or are you just curious, or
No, I just miss him. I
okay,
want him back in my life again.
okay? Because normally, I
Besides,
mean, for me, somebody will pop in my head, and it can be minutes, but it's never been 7 months that I won't run into that person.
Yeah, then you're being protected.
That's what I get. You're being protected, and
it
I
sucks
can feel your
because
heart. It's sad.
our birthdays are like right next door to each other, and I was hoping that we'd be able to celebrate our birthdays together this year.
I was gonna say, okay, he's still a Pisces, yeah?
Oh yeah,
Then he may have just swam down into the depths.
yeah.
That's kind of what I get.
But you know what? He's on his own path and you're being kept safe, so.
I had to tell my son that passed away that when he was 16, like, the road you're going down,
Yeah.
that's your road.
Yeah.
It's not mine. I didn't want to say it. It hurt, but it was his path.
Well, I've got quite a few pals that, our roads diverged. And I might have wanted to keep them in my life, but there was no way. There was no way. Some of them went down some dangerous roads.
Yeah.
Earl?
Yeah, I'll have to agree with what the two of you were coming up with. I mean, that seems like what's going on.
Wait, if you want to message me,
Okay, I'm out of here.
yeah, go Earl. Good night. If you want to message me, I won't be able to get back to you until Wednesday and possibly Friday or Thursday or Friday. I mean, but message me so I have your information on Messenger, and then I'll talk to you about it privately.
All right.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah. I still got a little bit of work to do myself. So hey, it's 111. It's 11:10.
And give your fur baby. Oh, hold on. Give your fur babies a hug from me.
Oh, absolutely. That one is like 80, 90 pounds.
Oh,
He's gonna have a birthday. He's gonna be a year next month.
Oh, I miss my girls. They're
Oh,
the
I
best.
bet. I can't do it. I have to have a dog.
Mm-hmm.
My other one's tiny. Well, she's still a bulldog, but they were over here. They don't. My recliner. They don't see me sitting in it usually, so they can't get to me, and they know it's bedtime. So they were really. The teenager over there was really acting up. He was chewing on a lighter. I have no clue where he got it from. But it wasn't a piece of wood.
My oldest girl Abby had a bedtime, and when it was her bedtime, it was our bedtime too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? If I go past 10, they're out here looking at me like, hello. And I don't really go to sleep at 10. I just lay down.
We could tell the time by the time that the Abby came out to get us, because it was like a clock.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing is, because I went out to Arizona one time, didn't know how long I was going to be there. I was supposed to be there like a month, okay? And it got cut short. I got back like within a week. But Jessie, the dog we had, well, all of them, actually, there were 2 dogs, several cats at the time. And my daughter said, Mom, they knew when you were coming home because they kept going to the door and they would look. Or because your dogs typically don't eat when you're not home. I don't know if people know that, but they wait for you to be home.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're gone, they won't eat. It takes them. They would have to get really hungry to go over and nibble. I know. I shared that dog with my son Matthew, and he would have her for a long time, and then things would happen, and he couldn't take care of her, so I would take her, and she wouldn't eat for a couple days. Well, until she knew he was gone, and I was her second mom. I became her only mom in the end, but yeah, she's a good dog. But they tell time. They know when you're gone, when you're coming home, 10 minutes before you get here, at least. It's amazing how they're in tune with your energy.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is a good note to end on.
Yeah, actually it is. Good night, everybody.
See you.
We'll start putting out there. Yeah, it's Tuesdays instead of Thursdays now.
Has a better energy.
Yeah, it does. I like it. All right, guys.
I like it.
All right.
Night.
Night, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. And yeah, how do you practice energetic self-care or self-care? See you next Tuesday. Bye, guys.